week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Easy. Cut.
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercising before this one, and they're paying off.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Go, tackle, let's go, we got this.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Jackson now down around his goal line. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
10 yards to go.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
55, my guy, 55. We ain't giving up nothing today. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. He may try and run for the Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 19-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the slants, watch the slant. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Open space inside the 10. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, 50.
Like 80. Check.
Running on first down, Eckler. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
20. 49's a mic. It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time. 49. Snicker. Let's go.
Throwing on second down, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Think about some of the memorable performances that Ben Roethlisberger's had over the years, and one of them came against the Ravens. He threw 6 touchdowns back in 2014 in a win against Baltimore. And actually, now that I think about it, that was on the heels of a 6-touchdown performance in a win over Indianapolis the week prior. So October of 2014 was kind of Big Ben. On third down, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I smell fear in that offense.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come on, team.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Switch.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Check 24.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 49 to Mike, 49 to Mike. Coming to you, sir.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Austin Eckler, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike, 50. Right there in the middle, 55. Come on, baby. Let's see what you
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Now, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Now watch one. Watch one. Check, check. Fresno. 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 Okay? Yeah.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But it'll be 2nd down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 55 to Mike. You gonna see me in your match box. Mike. Shoot. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Throwing again. Jackson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Cameron Hayward, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long... And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. 3 out.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
We coming all day.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Steelers.
Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here is Eckler. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
56, check 56. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
50. Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm going to run. Delta.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, touchdown number 18 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed.
Super toe.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Give me 44. 49 the mic. Watch 49. I'm coming.
Now Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Check.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From midfield now on second down. Jackson being chased out left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. These RPOs are all part of the new Baltimore offensive scheme. They changed coordinators in the offseason, and the thought was to utilize more run-pass options to take advantage of the versatile skill set of Lamar Jackson. Remember, they revamped things last year midseason when Jackson became the starter and then did more of a full overhaul after the coaching change this summer. But Jackson will tell you that kept he and his offensive mates busy trying to learn, adjust, and implement. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll set him back 5. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
49 to Mike, 149. And that QB's trash. Let's go.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
50. 49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Quit talking about it and bring it.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
From the 16, Roethlisberger. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Austin Eckler with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. No go. Nice 50, nice 50. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Mike 50, Mike 50. 3 bucks. Bravo. 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Roethlisberger will throw. Dancing to his, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Jackson will throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Set, 180. Push him back. Push him back. Come on, work. 150.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Like 80. Hey, alert.
The first carry now for Alex Collins. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
Set. Like 20. Alert. Easy.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 34, Ravens 16. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. At after the sack on first down. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a first down run with Collins. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
Ready? 6-yard. Nice 50, nice 50. You don't know no better. Check 3, check 3. Huh, 6, wait.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Pittsburgh, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.